Here are my top 5 films about strong women based on real stories. This candid documentary tells the story of Martha Stewart in her own words, from her unstoppable rise to her sudden fall, and her powerful comeback that surprised everyone. Before becoming the queen of lifestyle, Martha worked as a Wall Street stockbroker, mastering strategy long before she ever became a household name. She built a billion-dollar empire on taste, vision, and relentless ambition.
He's a piece of shit.
And yes, she did spend time in prison, but instead of disappearing, she came back even stronger, rebranding herself and rebuilding her empire from the ground up. Hollywood often shows her as charming and polished, but in real life, she was famously intense. She slept only 4 hours a night and ran her company with razor-sharp focus.
Business world, that's a great trait for a man, but for a woman.
She's brilliant, driven, and truly unstoppable. A story about vision, control, and reinvention. I actually watched this documentary almost a year ago, and the first thing I did afterward was go out and buy more of her books. I already had quite a few Martha Stewart items at home, from kitchen tools to home decor, because honestly, I deeply admire this woman. This film tells the story of an ordinary woman who dares to build something extraordinary. We follow Joy as she evolves from a struggling single mother with big ideas into the founder of a business empire and the powerful matriarch of her family. It's not just a tale about invention, it's about resilience, courage, and inner strength. Along the way, Joy faces betrayal from people she trusted most, shifting alliances inside and outside her family, and the brutal reality of a business world that doesn't forgive mistakes. Yet through every setback, it's her fierce imagination and unshakable determination that keep her going. She learns to turn obstacles into opportunities, pain into power, and chaos into clarity. Joy is an inspiring journey about taking control of your destiny, believing in your vision even when no one else does, and becoming the kind of boss life itself can't break. If you haven't left a like yet, now's the time. It really helps this channel grow, and I'm grateful. This warm, witty, and deeply inspiring film intertwines two real stories. One follows Julia Child, who brought French cuisine to America and redefined home cooking. The other follows Julie Powell, a young woman stuck in a frustrating job who decides to cook all 524 recipes from Julia's cookbook in 1 year and blog about it. It's a celebration of passion, food, and the way one person's creativity can ripple across generations. Julia's journey shows that it's never too late to reinvent yourself. She didn't start cooking professionally until her late 30s. Julie's story reminds us how powerful, small, consistent actions can be when driven by love and curiosity.
What is it that you really like to do?
Eat.
And you're so good at it. Look at you. Now,
I'm
how
growing
good
in
you are.
front of you.
The film seamlessly weaves two eras, two kitchens, and two women searching for meaning. Julia's Paris is elegant and full of possibilities. Julie's New York is noisy and chaotic. Yet both find magic in their kitchens, spaces where transformation begins. Julia cooks fearlessly, determined to master techniques once reserved for men. Julie turns cooking into her lifeline, a way to break free from routine and reconnect with herself. Their journeys mirror each other through small wins, doubts, and bold leaps, showing that true growth blooms where passion meets persistence. In the end, it's a warm, inspiring story about joy, reinvention, and the quiet power of starting. This film shines a long overdue spotlight on three brilliant Black women: Katherine Johnson, Dorothy Vaughan, and Mary Jackson, whose calculations and intellect powered NASA's historic space missions. It's a story about genius, courage, and quiet strength in the face of racism and sexism. These women worked behind the scenes, often uncredited, yet their contributions changed history. Katherine Johnson's calculations were so trusted that astronaut John Glenn refused to fly until she personally verified the math. The film compresses timelines and simplifies technical details, but their impact? Absolutely real and monumental. Hidden Figures reminds us that greatness often happens far from the spotlight, and that breaking barriers sometimes starts with simply refusing to be invisible. Uplifting, empowering, and unforgettable.
No more colored restrooms. No more white restrooms. Just plain old toilets.
Erin Brockovich, based on the true story of a single mother who, without a law degree, helped bring down a powerful utility company. She is sharp, bold, and fiercely determined. The film follows her journey from struggling to make ends meet to becoming a relentless investigator who uncovers one of the largest environmental scandals in American history. What's truly inspiring is Erin's raw courage. She didn't have fancy degrees or powerful allies. She showed up, asked hard questions, knocked on doors, and refused to be ignored. Some legal details were simplified for the film, but Erin's attitude? Exactly like in real life, fiery, unapologetic, and deeply human. It's a story about persistence, justice, and what happens when one person decides to stand up for what's right.
You want my number?
I do.
How about this for number 6? That's how old my daughter is. 8 is the age of my son. 2 is how many times I've been divorced. 16 is the number of dollars I have in my bank account.
You know what's wild? There are so many incredible stories about women that we still don't talk about enough. For centuries, women's names have been erased, pushed to the background, or hidden behind men's success, behind many famous male names. There were women. Women have always been there, creating, inspiring, building, even if history didn't bother to write their names down. And thankfully, films like these bring some of their stories back into the light. Now, I'm curious, which of these 5 films have you already watched? Which one inspired you the most? And which one are you adding to your must-watch list? I'm already preparing another list of powerful, inspiring movies about real women. So if you don't want to miss it, hit subscribe and follow along because there are so many more stories waiting to be told.